Hi, first grade. I sure hope that I'm back with you soon, hoping tomorrow to be back. And I hope that you have done a really great job for our sub the last few days and that you are ready for today's substitute. So, if you're facing the back of the classroom, go ahead and flip your chair to face the whiteboard so that you are ready for today's lesson. We've been working with mentor text. And so, yesterday you had the little cloud and you talked and wrote about the OW and OU sounds. And you did a couple of activities with that. And Miss Alardo said you did a great job. And then the day before, we did an activity with, let's see, Alexander the Terrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And I saw that you did a really good job with that as well. So today we're going to do a different book. And the book is called The Princess and the Dragon. And The Princess and the Dragon has two main characters, and they're very different, but there's some ways that they are alike. So today's skill is going to be a review of comparing and contrasting. So let's look at my anchor chart and let's see if we can remember a little bit about comparing and contrasting. To compare something means to tell how they are the same. Contrasting shows how they are different. A good reader is a thinker. So when you are reading, you want to think about the different characters that are in your story, or maybe the different settings that are in your story. You want to compare and contrast them and think about how they're the same or how they are different. That'll help you understand the characters better, and it'll help you understand the text that the author's trying to get, or the message that the author's trying to get across. So if you look at this Venn diagram, we've done this a lot in first grade, and we have our giraffe and our zebra. So to compare them, we put them in the center, the middle of the Venn diagram. They live in Africa, they're mammals, and they eat food. But how they're different, the contrasting goes on the side where the animal is at. So we saw that the giraffe is tall, but the zebra is short. The giraffe has spots, the zebra has stripes. The giraffe is brown and orange, and the zebra is black and white. So those are really good things, and good things for readers to do is to compare and contrast. So I'm going to show you some pictures, and I want you to work with your group. And I'm going to have you compare and contrast them. Now, I want this to be organized. So I want everybody, when I tell you to do it, I want you to whisper so no one can hear you except for your partners. Then, when you're doing it, if you're the one talking the first round, let your friend talk the next one and go around and take turns so everyone has a chance at least for one of these. I'll have 4 different pictures for this next activity. We're not going to start yet, but I'm going to go ahead and show you those pictures. All right. So I have here a picture of a candy cane and a strawberry. So I want you, one person in your group, to talk about how can we compare those and contrast the strawberries? How are they the same? How are they different? The substitute's going to hit pause, and one of you in your group will whisper to the rest of your group, saying how they're the same and how they're different. But here's what I want you to do. Listen up. I want you to use those terms, comparing and contrasting. So think about it, like I could say, I can compare them because, but they're different, or contrasted because, and you say some reasons. So try to use the words compare and contrast. Remember, compare is how they're the same, contrast is how they are different. So the sub is going to pick one person per pod to start it. And then everyone else will listen. That one person will talk. The sub will hit pause. When you are done, you will face the board again. The sub will hit play, and we'll go on to the next picture. Pause. Okay, so how did you do? Did you compare and contrast the strawberry and the candy cane? So now you're going to continue just like that until you get through all the pictures. The sub will let you know when to switch, but right now you're going to do the flower and the tree. Another person in your group is going to be the talker. Everyone else is going to listen. The person that's talking is going to whisper so that none of the other groups are hearing you. When the sub thinks you've had enough time, she's going to ask you to stop, and then she's going to have you, the next person compare and contrast the dog and the cat, and finally, the last person will do the two trees. Okay, if there's only three people in your group, one of you will go twice. Hit pause, and when you're done with this activity, the sub will go to the next slide.